First of all, thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope you're doing well. So, to everyone watching this live, today I'm going live with Bhavana from Next Income Official, who is the winner of Miss Eloquence 2025. So, hi Bhavana, how are you doing?
Hi, Himanshu. It's been great. I'm having a lot of fun these days, and my day has been great so far. How was your day?
It was intense, but I enjoyed it.
It happens. We all have such intense days once in a while.
Exactly. So, we have received so many questions for this live, but before that, I really want to ask you one thing. How is your reign going as Miss Eloquence 2025?
Oh, it has been one of the most fulfilling journeys that I've ever had. I've got a lot of opportunities, a lot of learnings, and also at the same time, I can also say a lot of unlearnings that I had previously. Now I believe that I have a lot of direction of where my journey should go ahead. And so far, super grateful for this opportunity.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful. And I have to say this thing that I have watched your journey when you were a contestant at Miss Eloquence, and the way you have grown, the way your Instagram profile has improved, and most importantly, the way you are showing yourself in terms of as a content creator, I would say it has been amazing, and I think you are doing a wonderful job as Miss Eloquence 2025.
Thank you so much. Truly grateful for all your feedback. And I still remember we had a social media session and how you were encouraging us to, show yourself more. It's the personality that we are actually pageant pages are curious to know. And that actually pushed me, and I'm slowly trying to get into this digital space and make a space of my own.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful. So let's begin with the questions of this slide. And again, as I said, that we have so many questions, but we have shortlisted a few questions out of them. So the very first question is, can you introduce yourself to your audience and tell us about your life, your background, and your reign as Miss Elegance?
Hi, I'm Bhavana. I'm a medical doctor by profession. I'm also a trained Bharatanatyam dancer, and I have a lot of love when it comes to pageants. And to be very honestly, I was initially not a very pageant girl, but eventually pageants was something that I was so much interested into and got myself into. And so far, the journey has been so fulfilling. And I love cooking, painting. There is always a hobby that I want to learn. And yeah,
That's a wonderful introduction, and I love cooking as well. Like earlier, I was a very very bad cook. I made so many disasters in the kitchen. I was banned from my kitchen by my mom to enter
okay,
the kitchen, but now I can cook well. And at the same time, I'm a very bad painter.
it's okay. Everyone needs to start from some at some place, so it's okay. I'm sure that you'll be great in the future.
I think the last time I painted was 10 years back. After that, I never tried.
It's okay, it's okay. Sometimes life just comes in between and you take a break from your hobbies. It happens to me also. And to be very honest, I stopped dancing as soon as I entered my 10th class. And after almost 8 years, I got the courage to, get back into dancing and I started restarting my entire Bharatanatyam journey. And it was obviously humbling, but at the same time, it was also fulfilling. So I hope that you find that space and, you start dancing again.
Hopefully soon. Yeah. So the next question is, and I think this question is very close to my heart as well because that is something I always get to know the stories behind the person, joining pageantry or participating in pageantry. So the question is, what inspired you to step into the world of pageants?
And today, as I already mentioned, that pageantry was not my childhood dream. It was a dream that I discovered during my late teenage years. I lost my
Yeah,
father during my medical journey, and he has been my biggest supporter and pillar of strength. So when I lost him, I really lost the direction of what kind of woman I want to become. And one of the most toughest days, I was just sleeping and sorry, I was actually struggling to sleep, and I was scrolling my YouTube, and I came across the video of Catriona Gray performing her in that red gown and that finale answer. I still remember that day so clearly. It just feels like yesterday. And I feel like, wow, like the way that she has commanded the stage and her presence was something that was truly, truly inspiring. And and I felt at that point of time that I wanted to be like her. And slowly I started watching a lot of pageants, and eventually that desire changed into I wanted to be one among them. And that's how my entire pageant journey has started. And so far, it's been really, really fulfilling.
And what a better way start your pageant journey watching Catriona Gray. I mean, she's an
Yes,
icon.
yeah,
And my sister, I have two elder sisters, so I was the one who started watching pageants at my house. Like it was back
oh,
then in 2016 when India won Mr. World.
yes,
So for 2 years, I think my family always used to question me. What are you watching? It's not something that we have watched. But
yes,
and Miss Universe 2018 happened, and when I make my sisters make myself to watch Miss Universe 2018, and they watched Katrina Gray. They were blown away with her beauty. And I think it was also Katrina Gray who made them start watching pageants. My sisters.
yes. I think she had an incredible impact on the kind of approach that the future pageant girls have when it comes to pageants. So she has set the
Yeah,
bar so high, and it's really, really tough to reach that level. But at the same
yeah,
time, it's just so inspiring, especially at this point of time, for someone to go there and showcase herself and show the importance of pageants and inspire a lot of young girls to pursue pageantry. And I
yeah.
think she has done an incredible job so far.
Exactly. Like, till this day, people remember her. So that is her
Yes,
biggest achievement. All right. So, as you mentioned about your dance hobby, Bharatanatyam, if I'm not wrong, so could you please tell us that, what was the biggest challenge in the process of learning Bharatanatyam? Because as per my knowledge, it is, I think, one of the difficult dance forms to learn, if I'm not wrong.
yes. And I think the most challenging part is the perception that we have when we pick up a certain hobby. So
Yeah,
especially uh, when we start a hobby in an late age in our early 20s. So there's a huge conception that, it's too late for you to learn something.
yeah,
And it holds true even for my pageant journey because I started pageants at the age of 23. While a lot of pageant girls start their pageant journey at the age of teenage years, and I still remember when I stepped first into the class, I was the oldest in the class. And the next person that was actually the oldest was a girl from she was around 15 years old. So there was a huge age gap, and I was the tallest, standing and everything. But it actually, made me realize is that it humbled me in a lot of ways. And the most important thing that I learned during that process is when kids teach you something, they teach you without any judgments.
yeah.
So they're not teaching you because, like, I know all of this and I'm going to teach you. And they're like, they were so helpful. And that is something that made me comfortable when restarting my Bharatanatyam journey. And building my strength, I was not physically built. I had a lot of weakness when it comes to my physical strength. So I worked on my posture, I worked on lifting weights, strengthening my overall body, and it eventually showed during my performance and everything.
That's a wonderful story, and I think you must have learned a lot during this process.
Yes, yes,
And I always believe that it's not something like age is not something that teaches us. I mean, if someone is younger than me, so that person can also teach me a lot.
yes,
And
exactly.
if someone is elder than me, then I can also teach that person a lot because
Yeah.
I think learning is a process regardless of the age. So I think you have done a fabulous job, and I am like eagerly waiting to see your Bharatnatyam dance video during your reign as Miss
Hopefully,
Eloquence.
hopefully one
Hopefully,
day. Yes.
yeah, that's fantastic. So we have the next question for you, and before asking this question, I want to know that as I love the South Indian culture as well. So, what are your favorite foods that you have? I hope it's rasam rice, something if I'm not wrong.
Yes. Yes, I love rasam rice. It's my comfort food. I'm someone who's very, very simple, and I like something that can just be done in 5 minutes. So my favorite foods are rasam rice and paniyaram. Like any day, I can never say no to paniyaram and rasam rice.
And I'm coming to your state in the next 2 months for one of the
Yeah.
trainings, so I'm excited to have all these foods.
Oh, I just hope that you get to try a lot of foods. South Indian
Exactly.
food
It's
is
like
just amazing.
I love South Indian food, and when I was in Telangana and Kochi, also, so I explored a lot of food, a lot of South Indian cuisine, so it was fantastic.
It's just fantastic. I would say when I look at a lot of YouTubers exploring a lot of Indian foods, I just
Yeah.
wish that people get to experience South Indian food. They are missing out on a lot of things. And I just wanted to say, whoever is watching this video, please try a lot of South Indian foods like paniyaram. There is also an underrated dish. A lot of people don't like it, but I love upmas also. So upmas, biryanis, a lot of try to eat a lot of South Indian foods.
Yeah, and I love Hyderabadi biryani.
Me too, I love that.
Yeah. So let's hope that I will have that in the next few months, and I'm eagerly waiting for that. All right. So we have the next question for you. So you made so many friends during your competition days at Miss Eloquence, next in town official. So how is the bond with everyone? And like what was your experience sharing the platform with them?
I think so far, overall, my pageant journey, one thing that I cherish most is the sisterhood that I have.
Yeah,
Because the people that I meet in real life, they're not so much into pageants. So the only way that I can meet like-minded people is during the auditions and during the competition so far. And Swarbhabi, our Miss Runway Royal, oh my God, she's such a diva. Like
yeah.
we start talking for a long time. Like when we start a conversation, it feels like we have known each other for so long, and we just keep shifting towards a lot of different topics. And I just cherish our bond a lot.
That's amazing. And I think I always say this thing to everyone whom I interview that be it a man or a woman. So you always make lifelong friends from the
Yes,
competitions.
yes.
I always remember that when I started this page, so it was a team of few people, and to be very honest, like I have not met any one of them so far. We have known each other since 2018, 2017, and we are just talking on WhatsApp, Instagram. That's it.
Yes.
We have never done a single video call, never a single call. It was just chats, but still we are in contact for more than 9 to 10 years. It's virtual friendship, but it is like more than a real friendship. So I think that's the best part of participating in pageants.
Yes, I think it's just so incredible how this digital space has given us a relationship that we cherish so much. And I cherish that a lot also. And I still remember I've also met few amazing set of girls just because they have left a beautiful comment on my post. So I personally DM them and thank them. And that's how I've met a lot of friends virtually also. And I'm so grateful for all of them.
Like we all should be. So before I move on to next question, so I think we should give the shout out to the Queen Makeup Rashid because it is because of
Yes.
him that we got to know each other and I got to
Yeah.
know all the amazing girls. So shout out to you, Rashid, if you're watching this live. Yeah. All right. So we have the next question for you. So the question is, what is the most important lesson that life has taught you?
I think the most important lessons is to trust the process and believe in second chances. And I say this because I still remember I was a finalist for Miss Grand 2024, but I really couldn't compete in it because my NEET PG exam got postponed and it was the same day as my finale. So I had to
Yeah.
choose between either my pageants or studies. And at that point of time, I felt like choosing my studies was a much safer option and I went for it. Although it was very heartbreaking. And at that point of time, I decided maybe I shouldn't pursue pageant anymore. I was just so heartbroken and I just took a break. And later, almost up after a year, I again competed in Miss South India. So it was a second chance, and I'm truly, truly grateful that, God has given me a second chance and never stop believing in yourself.
That's a wonderful answer, and I think if this would have been judging panel round for any pageant, I think we would have won the Q&A round.
So sweet of you. Thank you.
And I totally agree with your answer because I remember, like, I can relate to your answer in my life as well. So, to those who know me since 2015, 2016, so they know this thing that I used to run a page, Glamour of Pageants, back then before COVID as well. It was like 2018 I started, and till 2020 I ran that page. After that, I closed it for some reasons. I don't know why. Even I don't know till this day. But when I opened this page again in 2024, so it was like a second chance for this page
Yes.
for me as well.
Yeah.
And there was no specific motivation, there was no specific reason for opening this page, but I still opened it. And after that, I have got like tons of opportunities, meeting Julia Morley, meeting Miss World Queens, Miss Universe Queens, and then multiple queens as well. So I think it is very important to give second chance to yourself for
Yes.
many reasons. And I think life will show you wonders. And I think we
Yes.
both are the examples to this life.
Yeah. You should always trust the second chances that life gives you because it might actually turn out to be the best way that you can have that dream. And I've realized that because during my Miss South India journey, I met incredible women. The way it was so supportive, and
Yeah,
I'm truly, truly grateful that I believed that I deserved a second chance. Very often, it's us that hold us back from taking the second chance or opportunities. And I hope that none of us do that. When life presents you with a lot of opportunities, take them.
yeah.
You really, really deserve it.
I always say that if life gives you the opportunities, so don't just take them, snatch them,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
behind you there are thousands of people for that opportunity.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it should go. Okay, so we have the next question for you. So the question is, what are the expectations on the current beauty queens, and do you think that it is harder for those queens to meet those expectations?
Oh, that's such a tricky question. But I believe that each era had its own limitations and expectations on beauty queens. But particularly at this era, I believe is that the digital presence is very, very important. With a lot of digital presence also comes a lot of expectations, a lot of opinions, and it's
Yeah,
very, very important for you to conserve your energy. Because at the end of the day, beauty pageants is meant for people. You are people's queen at the end of the day. You are here to inspire, uplift people. And sometimes, it can get very, very hectic. I still believe that it got really hectic during Miss South India. It's very important for you to conserve your energy, and one little bad comment can actually ruin your day. So
yeah.
I believe that we have our own set of challenges, and with visibility comes responsibility and expectations. And it's very, very important for us to understand, but at the same time, enjoy all of the process.
Again, I will not get tired of. I mean, I'm so blown away with your answering skills that I think I don't know whether I told you this thing or not, but one of my team members was saying when that he watched your Q&A in the next round of shows. So he was saying that you sound a lot like Devita Rai when you answer.
Oh, what a compliment. I feel so honored. It's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
and again that was such a wonderful answer, and I totally agree with what you said. And I think if he is watching this live, so he must be happy to hear your answer again.
Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. So, again, okay, before I answer this question, so I would like to know that, as you know that you practice Bharatanatyam and you have lots of hobbies, but I want to know that did you have any kind of funny incident while performing those hobbies? For example, as I said that I love cooking, but I made so many disasters in the kitchen that I was banned from my kitchen. So, did you have any kind of funny incident while performing your hobbies?
Oh my God. I had a very, very funny incident. Uh, so there was, I think this happened around last year. It was officially my first stage after a very long time. And I actually forgot to pin my hair properly. So there was
Oh,
a lot of turns. I was dancing. I was in the mood. I was all, dancing and everything. And I didn't realize is that my hair actually came apart and it was somewhere else. I did a turn and the hair literally flew to the opposite direction and I didn't care. I didn't care. Only after the performance, I was just getting down the stairs and I was touching it's like there's something missing, there's something missing. And then I realized and the girls, all the little girls that performed with me, they said, Akka, your hair. And I was like, what hair, what hair? And then I touched and there was no hair. Oh my God, that extension was actually flew to the opposite direction. I was so embarrassed, but it's like at least I didn't let that, show on the performance. I only realized it later. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just grateful that it is done.
many contestants start pageants in their teens, but you begin later. So, how is the journey in preparation different, and how do you stay confident?
And to be very honest, when I first stepped into the Femina Miss India auditions, it was completely different. The way that you train in a room is so different, but when you're going to the auditions, it's just so different. And
Yeah,
especially in India, we see a lot of girls in their teenage years and early 20s showing a lot of interest in pageants. But when it
yeah,
comes to your mid 20s and your late 20s, we feel like, it's better to settle down and, take another aspirations. And there's also a huge narrative around women that after 25 years of age, it's all about family, kids, career, and stuff. It's not anymore about your dreams.
yeah.
And it was so different, sometimes in pageants or anything that you pursue in your late 20s, the biggest challenge that you face is to mold yourself because as soon as you hit your early mid 20s or 25, it's very difficult for you to learn different things because we have a lot of inhibition in ourselves. So
yeah,
for me, in order for me to not get into that mindset, I keep trying a lot of different things, although I'm really bad at it, to constantly keep myself in a space that, no matter what I pick up in the future, I need to mold myself in a way. So learning should be something, a constant process. And if I go to a international certified coach, they shouldn't feel like she's not moldable or like she's not in a way that we can train her or she can grasp.
yeah,
So even this is a conscious decision that I take every single day. I keep trying random things. Sometimes I just try balancing even my pen on my upper lip. Even I keep doing all of that, to not let myself, inhibit or embarrass myself, being bad at something. You have to be bad at something in order to be good at something. So this
wow.
is a constant mental prep that I do every single day, so that if I get an opportunity, I need to be there to learn everything without any inhibitions.
I am gonna steal one line from this answer. That is,
Yeah.
you need to be bad at something to be good at something after that.
Yes.
That is something really good.
Yeah.
you know. And wonderful answer again. I totally agree with you that you need to mold yourself as per the environment because that is very important. You might be the champion in room A, but you might not be
Yes.
the qualifier at room B.
Yeah.
That might happen. So it is very important to mold yourself as per the environment, and
Yeah.
it also teaches you a lot of things. It also teaches you how to cooperate with people. For example, when I joined my job for the very first time, I was not the same person you're talking to right now. Like I'm a complete introvert person in my actual life. I don't talk to people easily. But whenever I'm in front of the camera, I'm a completely different person.
Yeah.
So I can mold myself in that way that I might not talk to someone without the camera, but when it comes to camera and when I know that, it is something regarding my work, regarding my professional life, I have to speak. Without
You
speaking,
have
I
to.
can't, it will not work for me. So I think that is something that I have learned from my experience, and I'm glad that you have had the same experience and you have aced those experiences, I would say.
Yes.
All right. So we have the next question for you. So the question is, as you're a doctor, so what advice would you give to your community, and what change would you like to bring?
This question is very, very personal. Coming from a doctor's community, there is a lot of narrative that has been set around us. It's always
Yeah,
the patients first and you the next. And as you enter into this medicine during your early teens, like late teens, that is the age where you mold yourself and you start building your models on the kind of person that you are. But I really want each and every medical profession to understand is that there is a person behind that white coat, and it's very, very important for you to take care of it both mentally and physically. We have been used to putting others, first and be as a second choice. It just gets sometimes, at the end of the journey, you start questioning yourself, what is all of this for? So I would say when you take rest, do it without feeling guilty. It's really, really important. There is a person, a living person behind that white coat, and don't feel guilty when you take out time for yourself. And the most fulfilling journey that you can have in medicine is only when you have a fulfilling life out of medicine. You know, have a fulfilling life as a person, and that is the only way you can show a lot of empathy and compassion. Sometimes it just gets so much, it demands so much from you, and you just really forget to fill up the cup. It's
yeah.
it's very easy for you to feel empty. So take time for yourself and be grateful for all the opportunity, but at the same time, take care of yourself, is what I wanted to say.
I totally agree with your answer, and I think it's very important to give time to yourself, be it any profession, be it doctor, be it teacher, be it anyone. And I have to give a huge shout out to your community, the medical community, I would say, because we all know the role that they played during the COVID
Yes.
time. I mean, it
Yeah.
was something that, because I have so many friends from this community as well, and I know that even that time they were doing internship, but they still had to work in the hospitals
Yeah.
because of the situation. And the way they were working, I was feeling quite helpless from my side that I can't help them in a way because it is not something my field that
Yeah.
works upon. But I was feeling so proud of all of them, and I still feel that the way they worked that time, I think it was because of them as well that we
Yeah.
fought COVID so bravely and so steadily. So I think huge shout out to all of you. It is something
Thank you
so
so much.
amazing, and I think people will remember this time also because of the doctors, because of the nurses, because of those small and big medical workers as well, be it the sweeper at the hospital, be it the general store at the hospitals and all. So I think it's very important. So yeah, kudos to all of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, so I think now we are close to end this live, but before that, I have a rapid fire question round for you. So
Okay.
I will give you two options, and you have to instantly choose one. And to be very honest, I'm also doing this for the very first time in my life. I have never done that. So
So it's going to
let's.
be the first time for both of us.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
do this.
yeah. All right. So here it goes. Evening gown or national costume,
Evening round.
ramp walk or Q&A round,
Q&A round.
photo shoot or runway show,
Photo shoot.
training day or competition day,
Training days.
heels or sneakers,
Heels.
sari or evening gown.
It's a tough question, but I would go for a sari.
All right. Minimum makeup or glam makeup,
Glam.
classic look or bold fashion look,
Oh, a classic look.
coffee or tea.
Well, in real life, I don't have neither coffee or tea, but any day, I would prefer a coffee and especially a filter coffee.
I was about to say that filter coffee.
Yeah,
Early morning or late night,
early morning,
beach vacation or mountain vacation,
beach location,
a loud music or complete silence before going on stage,
loud music.
dream designer to wear.
I think I really love Gauri and Nanika. All their collection literally looks like straight out of fairy tales, and I am someone who's a huge Barbie and Disney princess fan. So yeah,
That's amazing. One country you want to visit for a pageant competition.
ah, it's really tough, but I really, really want to visit Thailand one day.
Favorite Bollywood movie.
Khoobsurat.
Oh, one word that describes you.
Hmm. I think elegant.
That's why you're Miss Eloquence, right?
Yes.
One habit that you want to change about yourself.
Oh, I wish that I can wake up within one alarm because I usually set two alarms. So it's like this is something that I need to work on.
I think it's the same for all of us. One thing that instantly makes you happy.
Ice creams.
What is your favorite workout if you do workout?
I think I'm someone who loves to lift a lot of weights because it's quite challenging for me.
Yeah,
So it's also, it helps me, push my level. So I like anything that's quite challenging. So yes.
that's great. One quality that every pageant girl must have.
Hmm. Believe in yourself.
One advice for aspiring contestants that you want to give.
I think especially when you're competing in pageants, know your own reasons and make most out of it. This pageantry, and there's huge misconception that comes, a crown can actually change your life. Well, that is definitely true, but I believe that as a queen and as a contestant, it's also your responsibility to
Yeah,
add something new to the already existing crown and its significance. And a crown can give visibility, but it's you who will make most out of that visibility and the opportunities. So use that as a catalyst in your career and to do wonders in your life.
very well said. Crowning moment or preparation journey.
Ah, I would say crowning moment.
Crown or sash.
Crown.
And with that, we are done with this round. I mean, I was doing it for the very first time, so I hope it was well.
It was great. I loved all the questions though.
That's amazing. So, and I have to say that you answered very well because you said that it was your very first time as well. So, well done.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we have the second last question for this live. So the question is there any piece of advice that you would like to give to women of our generation as we recently celebrated Women's Day? So, how was your day and what advice would you like to give to all the women?
I think one piece of advice that I want to give to a lot of women is that you don't have to do it all. be very choosy and picky when it comes to the roles and the responsibilities that you take up.
Yeah.
Refusing to not committing to a lot of different things doesn't mean that you're weak. Recently I've saw a lot of the posters and the pictures that's been circulating, a woman handling multiple things. You know, I was initially very, very happy that, people are finally recognizing all the roles that women take up. But I also believe that it actually puts a lot of stress and expectations on women when they refuse to do that. And I would like to say when you're taking up rest or when you're refusing to take up a role, please don't feel guilty. You don't have to do it all. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay for you to rest and not show up always. What's really important as a woman in this generation is to show up for yourself. It is very, very important. And this Women's Day, I took up a personal challenge is to rest without feeling guilty. So this Women's Day, actually, I didn't keep, I'm someone who always keeps my schedule very, very busy. So I was like, I decided no, this Women's Day, it's only for me. So I had a lot of cake. I love cakes and brought myself a class and just binge watched all the Netflix series or the series that I wanted to watch. And just spend the day with myself. And I want to say that to all the women that you don't have to do it all. You don't have to multitask. Choose whatever you want to do and do your best.
That's so well said. Like, I'm again amazed with your answers, and that was so well formulated as well. And I always believe that being a man, I'm raised around strong, independent women, like my
Independent.
elder sister, my aunt, my mom. Everyone are they are so multi-talented. They are so
Yes.
strong mentally, physically, on every aspect of life. And I always say this thing that we are no one to there's a saying that that a husband allows his wife to work, and I always feel that we are no one to allow them because it should be their
Yes.
decision. Be it a
Yeah.
husband, be it a father, be it a brother.
Yeah.
So I always have a huge respect for all the women who are working in professional life, and I have also huge respect to those women as well who are housewives. And I remember one of the virtual pageants, I was asked this question that what is your favorite profession? So I said that being a housewife is the strongest and toughest profession, I would say, because you are not paid for your work. And that
Yeah.
is the biggest cruelty, I would say. You know.
Yeah.
So I have a huge
And
response. I have a huge appreciation for all those women out there, be it of any profession. So yeah, kudos to all of you.
yes. And when you mentioned that, I still remember, recently I was having a conversation with my mom
Yeah,
and when I talked to her, it just takes so much as a person to put another step, like to put your family's health and their well-being when compared to your own needs and things. And I sometimes even wonder, like, is that even humanly possible? And I have absolutely so much respect and love for the kind of, journey that women each day show up. And kudos to them. Like, it really takes someone whose love language is just so unconditional. And I truly feel that, all the homemakers and housewives are truly appreciate it.
that's so well said. So with that said, we are done with all the questions for this live, and it was again wonderful talking to you. But before ending this live, I had one last segment, and that is the most favorite segment of my favorite segment of this life. So the segment is, let's just pretend that we are representing India internationally in any pageant that you want to compete,
Yeah,
any pageant. And I'm the host. You are in top two, holding hands with one of the contestants, and I'm going to announce the result. And I will say that the winner is India. So you have to give your winning reaction.
yeah. Okay, let's start.
Okay, let's just choose a pageant. So which pageant do you want to compete? Because I have to announce that.
That's a very tricky question, and it's like, hmm, let's pick up Miss Earth.
Sure. All right. Let me announce the results. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Miss Earth is India. Woo! Congratulations, India. You are the new Miss Earth.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel like?
Oh, it just feels so surreal and it's so familiar also. So I still remember day before yesterday, I was standing in front of the mirror and pretending that. India has been called and my name has been called, and I got so emotional. It feels so surreal at the same time. It's a very familiar feeling because I've practiced it for so long. So hopefully one day this moment becomes real.
We are similar on so many aspects, Bhavna. You won't believe that. As you said that you were practicing I think before yesterday.
Yeah.
I practice it on daily basis. That India has won this competition, and I'm the one winning that for India.
Well
I have
said.
a huge almirah in my room, and there's a huge mirror in that, and I practice it daily. Whenever everyone is sleeping at my house, I always practice that around 1 or 2 a.m. so that no one is watching me.
Yeah, I think everyone has this, sudden burst of energy at late nights, to fulfill all of our dreams and everything. Even I still sometimes, dance in the middle of 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. And, it's also, I'm also like a little bit concerned, I hope that no one wakes up and watches me because I'm also a little bit embarrassed, but also I'm in my own mood.
Yeah, I think the way it feels makes me happy. It's amazing. So I hope that we both will
Yes,
make that dream a
thank you so much.
reality one day.
Yeah, let's just hope and pray that we make it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all for this live. It was lovely talking to you. And again, I would say that I hope to see you winning any title for India. That would be the best part. And when you will win, so I will show this live to everyone that I interviewed the reigning Miss Earth. So that would be the best part for this page as well.
How sweet of you, and I'm truly, truly honored, when uh, I was competing in Miss Eloquence. I think when you came on board, I had a lot of questions, and I still remember bombarding you with so many answers. Although the time was like getting extended, I was like, I'm going to make most out of this session and learn all about a digital presence. And I'm truly, truly grateful how far you have supported the entire Queens of Next and Crown, and
Yeah.
for always encouraging me personally. I feel like it's truly wonderful that I got to meet you as a person. And I just hope that you fulfill all of your dreams and make India proud. Thank you.
Same from my side. And again, it was lovely talking to you. And again, thanks to Prashil as well for engaging both of us for this live. So I will post this live shortly. And till then, have a good dinner, good night, and enjoy your day.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Bye bye. Good night.